Can you recognize these 30 vintage cars just by their rear ends? Let's see how many you can guess. Can you name this classic vintage car? A. 1966 Shelby GT 350. B. 1967 Chevrolet Camaro SS. C. 1956 Ford Thunderbird. D. 1972 Datsun 240Z. It's a 1967 Chevrolet Camaro SS. Which car is this? A. 1974 Porsche 911 Carrera RS. B. 1956 Ford Thunderbird. C. 1967 Alfa Romeo Spider Duetto. D. 1969 Ford GT40. Yes, that's a 1967 Alfa Romeo Spider Duetto. Do you recognize this vintage car? A. 1972 Datsun 240Z. B. 1962 Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Roadster. C. 1953 Chevrolet Corvette. D. 1971 Plymouth Roadrunner. The answer is 1972 Datsun 240Z. What's your answer? A. 1968 Dodge Charger. B. 1953 Chevrolet Corvette. C. 1963 Jaguar E-Type. D. 1965 Sunbeam Tiger. That's a 1953 Chevrolet Corvette. Can you identify this vintage car? A. 1970 Plymouth Hemi Cuda. B. 1959 Austin Healey 3000. C. 1970 Buick GSX. D. 1965 Sunbeam Tiger. Yes, it's a 1959 Austin Healey 3000. How about this one? A. 1969 Mercury Cougar. B. 1969 Dodge Charger RT. C. 1969 Pontiac GTO. D. 1954 Jaguar XK120. It's a 1969 Mercury Cougar. Can you name this car? A. 1969 Dodge Charger RT. B. 1954 Jaguar XK120. C. 1961 Ferrari 250 GT California Spider. D. 1965 Shelby Cobra 427. Yes, that's a 1969 Dodge Charger RT. Guess this vintage car. A. 1967 Alfa Romeo Spider Duetto. B. 1963 Jaguar E-Type. C. 1969 Mercury Cougar. D. 1968 AMC AMX. The answer is 1963 Jaguar E-Type. Check out this vintage car. A. 1957 Chrysler 300C. B. 1959 Austin Healey 3000. C. 1951 Hudson Hornet. D. 1963 Studebaker Avanti. That's a 1963 Studebaker Avanti. Identify this vintage car. A. 1959 Austin Healey 3000. B. 1971 De Tomaso Pantera. C. 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air. D. 1963 Buick Riviera. Yes, it's a 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air. You're doing awesome. Get ready. The upcoming challenges will be even more difficult. Do you know this one? A. 1969 Toyota 2000 GT. B. 1974 Porsche 911 Carrera RS. C. 1965 Sunbeam Tiger. D. 1956 Ford Thunderbird. It's a 1969 Toyota 2000 GT. What about this one? A. 1963 Buick Riviera. B. 1965 Aston Martin DB5. C. 1971 Plymouth Roadrunner. D. 1969 Ford Mustang Boss 429. Yes, that's a 1969 Ford Mustang Boss 429. Can you name this classic vintage car? A. 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air. B. 1968 AMC AMX. C. 1969 Pontiac GTO. D. 1970 Dodge Super Bee. The answer is 1969 Pontiac GTO. Which car is this? A. 1966 Shelby GT 350. B. 1970 Dodge Super Bee. C. 1972 Datsun 240Z. D. 1969 Mercury Cougar. That's a 1966 Shelby GT 350. Do you recognize this vintage car? A. 1954 Jaguar XK 120. B. 1961 Ferrari 250 GT California Spider. C. 1953 Chevrolet Corvette. D. 1964 Ford Mustang. Yes, it's a 1961 Ferrari 250 GT California Spider. What's your answer? A. 1963 Jaguar E-Type. B. 1970 Dodge Challenger RT. C. 1951 Hudson Hornet. D. 1968 Chevrolet Chevelle SS 396. It's a 1968 Chevrolet Chevelle SS 396. Can you identify this vintage car? A. 1963 Studebaker Avanti. B. 1959 Cadillac Eldorado. C. 1963 Buick Riviera. D. 1970 Oldsmobile 442. Yes, that's a 1963 Buick Riviera. How about this one? A. 1959 Cadillac Eldorado. B. 1959 Austin Healey 3000. C. 1969 Toyota 2000 GT. D. 1969 Ford GT40. The answer is a 1959 Cadillac Eldorado. Can you name this car? A. 1968 Dodge Charger. B. 1971 De Tomaso Pantera. C. 1970 Dodge Super B. D. 1967 Ferrari 275 GTB4. That's a 1970 Dodge Super B. Guess this vintage car. A. 1965 Shelby Cobra 427. B. 1964 Ford Mustang. C. 1967 Alfa Romeo Spider Duetto. D. 1962 Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Roadster. Yes, it's a 1964 Ford Mustang. What's your ultimate classic vintage car pick? Let us know in the comments. Check out this vintage car. A. 1968 AMC AMX. B. 1963 Jaguar E-Type. C. 1971 Runner. D. 1969 Toyota 2000 GT. It's a 1971 Plymouth Roadrunner. Identify this vintage car. A. 1957 Chrysler 300C. B. 1970 Dodge Challenger RT. C. 1971 De Tomaso Pantera. D. 1954 Jaguar XK120. Yes, that's a 1970 Dodge Challenger RT. Do you know this one? A. 1954 Jaguar XK120. B. 1970 Oldsmobile 442. C. 1970 Buick GSX. D. 1970 Dodge Super B. The answer is 1954 Jaguar XK120. What about this one? A. 1967 Chevrolet Camaro SS. B. 1974 Porsche 911 Carrera RS. C. 1966 Shelby GT 350. D. 1968 AMC AMX. That's a 1968 AMC AMX. Can you name this classic vintage car? A. 1969 Dodge Charger RT. B. 1971 De Tomaso Pantera. C. 1963 Buick Riviera. D. 1951 Hudson Hornet. Yes, it's 1971 De Tomaso Pantera. Only 5 questions left. Keep it up. Which car is this? A. 1962 Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Roadster. B. 1968 Dodge Charger. C. 1959 Cadillac Eldorado. D. 1965 Shelby Cobra 427. It's a 1965 Shelby Cobra 427. Do you recognize this vintage car? A. 1963 Studebaker Avanti. B. 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air. C. 1967 Ferrari 275 GTB 4. D. 1970 Plymouth Hemi Cuda. Yes, that's a 1970 Plymouth Hemi Cuda. What's your answer? A. 1965 Sunbeam Tiger. B. 1970 Buick GSX. C. 1969 Ford Mustang Boss 429. D. 1965 Shelby Cobra 427. The answer is 1970 Buick GSX. Can you identify this vintage car? A. 1969 Mercury Cougar. B. 1968 Chevrolet Chevelle SS 396. C. 1970 Oldsmobile 442. D. 1965 Ford GT40. That's 1970 Oldsmobile 442. How about this one? A. 1972 Datsun 240Z. B. 1962 Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Roadster. C. 1965 Aston Martin DB5. D. 1969 Ford GT40. Yes, it's a 1962 Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Roadster. Thanks for watching. How did you do in the challenge? Was it easy or a bit difficult? If you had fun, make sure to subscribe for more exciting challenges. See you next time.